Happy Friday! Come on in. As you're coming in, let me know how you're doing. As you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about a proven way to know that you are actually receiving your desire versus just what is the opposite of that? Receiving your desire versus creating it with the law of assumption. And this is perfect for those of you who are in the law of assumption space, who are into self-concept, who are just into just like shifting your identity and looking to experience a new life and really shifting your subconscious mind to allowing yourself to shift with ease. Good morning. Happy Harvest Moon. Thank you so much, Goddess. So I did a previous live and I did way too much rambling. So I'm going to keep this really short and sweet. And I want to get straight to the point in this live. Again, this live is for those of you who are in the law of assumption space, who are interested in shifting, well, first getting self-regulated, because without self-regulation and nervous system relaxation, you cannot impress or saturate the subconscious mind. And so we're literally shifting you from a new mode into the version of yourself that is your ideal self, and that has very much a lot to do with your identity and how you define your self-concept, how you're experiencing yourself and how you're experiencing others and how you're experiencing reality. So this gets really deep, and that's probably why I rambled in my previous live, but starting fresh and really want to get straight to the point in this live. And for those of you who are at the stage in your manifestation process where you are using your imagination and you are either resisting or restricting yourself from actually receiving your desire, this is definitely a live for you, because it's going to walk you through exactly what is going on in your subconscious mind. And it's going to allow you to better understand what is actually going on. So you may be experiencing a pattern that when you get to a particular space or a stage in your manifestation process, that you feel stagnant in, like you're not actually getting the full embodiment of your desire. And when you do any technique, because I talk about affirmations, I talk about scripting, I talk about just affirmations, which is a new to me and probably not new to others, but just in the law of assumption space, giving yourself the opportunity to receive your desire while your subconscious mind is engaged, while your subconscious mind is impressed and saturated with this new idea, is amazing. Because when you could do that and you are consciously aware of your shifting, this is really where the magic happens, because you are not only being consciously aware of your emotional body, your subconscious mind, your relaxation, your shifting states. And that's what I think is the most important process, that you are shifting states and you're getting closer and closer to your desire embodiment, and you're able to maintain those shifts on a more consistent basis while you are going throughout your day. I think that is just absolutely genius. It's like chef's kiss when you actually nail the process into the process from getting regulated into maintaining and embodying your desire. But this, again, is just a live for you to really look at your desire, of course, your desire embodiment, but more so your manifestation process, and allowing you to understand that if you are having a materialized desire issue, that it has a lot more to do with your imagining and receiving and your accepting, versus you needing to do this technique and it has to be done the right way, and because it's not working, that you're doubting yourself, that you're doubting the belief, and you're kind of spiraling out of, regulation back into your old self concept, your old identity, and your old false beliefs. So this is hopefully going to help you if you are in the mode of, again, like receiving your manifestation, receiving your desire, and you want to be able to do this in a space where you can actually accept it. Like, you want to start to feel the acceptance of your desire embodiment. You want to start to feel the acceptance of this new life that you're experiencing, which, whether that be 10K months, whether that be your new relationship, whether that be the way that you show up in received a call. I'm back. So whether, like, no matter how big the desire is, it could be as big and as grandiose as you wish. What really matters is that you are giving yourself the opportunity to receive. So there are a few things that you want to understand when you are just wanting to receive your manifestation, your desire. One thing being that creation is 100% done. Creation is complete. And if you agree that everything is energy, that even though the physical eye cannot see energy, that it still exists, i.e. oxygen, i.e. carbon dioxide, i.e. just things that we cannot see in our bodies. Just because we don't see the things happening in our bodies doesn't mean that we are not alive or not healthy or not just revitalized and refreshed. These are all feeling states, right? These are all embodiments of the fulfillment, the dream, the joy, the bigger quantum manifestation that we want to start to experience. So when you believe that everything is energy is not even created either. So I mentioned in my previous live just this morning, and this is my take too, but like I mentioned this, that creation is complete, but more deeper than that, like energy is not created or destroyed. So when you know that energy is not created or destroyed, you could better understand that creation is completely done, and all you have to do is shift into the version of yourself that already has your desire. So for those of you who are wanting to grasp this idea that creation is done, that all you have to do is shift into the version of yourself that already has your desire, it should give you a sense of relief. It makes me incredibly happy, because to know that I don't have to create like my experience from the energy form, that the energy form already exists, that the feeling states already exist, the thoughts already exist, the beliefs already exist, and all you have to do is shift. That means like the hardest thing that you would ever have to do physically, mentally, spiritually is already done. Like the work that you would have to do in order to create that experience is already done. So instead of saying that you want to create your life, you want to create your dream life, start to say that you want to materialize the actual receiving of your desire. Say that you actually want to accept your desire, because for those of you who are tripped up in the, let's say, the imaginal acts or the imaginal experiences or the imaginal feeling states of your desire, I could almost guarantee you that you have an issue with receiving your manifestation. You have an issue with either releasing those false beliefs entirely so that you could create room and space for your new desire embodiment, your new self-concept, your new identity, and aligned beliefs to really thrive. You want them to thrive. You want them to grow. You want to strengthen those beliefs. You don't want to continue to materialize out of old identity and old self-concept. And so when you are going through your imaginal experiences, you want to imagine just as much as you are receiving. So when you desire, you are receiving your desire at the same time. So when you are just and also, and I mentioned this in a previous live as well, and maybe this will also help you to understand this better, is that when you are desiring, you are literally asking yourself to experience yourself in a different way. And all that is getting in the way is your conscious awareness. It really is your conscious awareness, because your subconscious mind needs you to be a guide for it in order for it to really be impressed and saturated with this idea that you are already the version of yourself that already has your desire. And so this gets really deep, that both your conscious and your subconscious mind have to work in harmony and in unison for this materializing of your desire to actually materialize in a matter of like hopefully minutes, because it's instant. As soon as you have a desire and you shoot it out from your heart space, like it happens instantly. And just to give you a metaphysical perspective on it, is like when you actually desire this, you are receiving it because your higher self that is, or the version of yourself that already has this desire, is sending you signals that you already have it, and sending you signals of the very experience that it is experiencing right now in live time. So just because you don't see any physical evidence, remember, desire embodiment does not require any physical evidence. Let's start there. Let's start there. Like, if you are wanting to receive your desire embodiment, it has everything to do with your lack of self-awareness that you already have this desire, that you are already experiencing this desire, right? And so always keep that in mind, that as you are experiencing your desire, you don't need any physical evidence of it, because the longer you are maintained in those feeling states, the longer you are anchored in your self regulation and your beliefs and your self-concept, and you're really experiencing yourself in a way that is desire embodiment, you won't even care whether the physical reality is reflecting back to you exactly what you are wanting, because you are so maintained and anchored in your embodiment that anything could happen in reality, which is the opposition, and you will be so anchored in that embodiment that you know that it is law, that it has to be pushed out. So that's how embodiment works. That's how desire embodiment works. And that's how, when you get the desire, how it actually works is that your future self, your higher self is giving you that experience, because you are shifting into the version of yourself in that instant moment that already has the desire, that is already experiencing your desire. So you are actually further along in your manifestation process than you think if you are going through this mode of needing to release your emotional blocks in order to receive your desire embodiment. Lastly, you want to start to feel like you are accepting of this desire, and those come with your feeling states. Those come with your allowingness and your, I guess, willingness to really accept that you are the version of yourself that already has your desire. For those of you who are interested, and I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the beginning of the live because I wanted to just dive in and get straight to the point, but if you've gotten this far in the live, thank you so much. And I really do want to give you an offer that reflects just where you're at, because I know that you are in the manifestation realm where you are manifesting and materializing desire, hopefully from the law of assumption versus the law of attraction. And I spoke about the differences between those laws. To be honest, all of these laws are telling you the exact same thing. That's just my opinion. My perspective is that the laws are just reminders to let you know that you are living in your highest version, that you are living in your high self-concept, that you are living in your aligned belief system, and you get to experience it. The thing is, are you actually receiving that? Are you actually accepting it without any opposing thoughts, without any looking in the external and showing and kind of proving to yourself that you do not have this desire. And that's where the false beliefs and the separation comes in. So I invite you that if you've gotten this far into the live, to just book a call with me so we could talk deeper into deeper about your desire embodiment, deeper about your shifts and how you are imagining your overall life experience, how you are imagining your relationship between you and yourself, your relationships between you and others, and just your overall relationship and how you're experiencing yourself in relation to reality and your desire embodiment. So I look forward to hearing from you. My link is in the bio. It is the third link down. So after you click, it's the third link down, and I look forward to hearing from you. And again, I urge you to book the chat with me as soon as possible, as the doors will be closing very soon for 2023 as we're approaching just the last few months. And I'm just really excited for what's to come for you and your desire embodiment, and how you're really going to allow yourself to shift out of the false beliefs, the separation, the old self concept into your higher self concept, and which will allow you to fully materialize what it is that you want instantly. So on that note, I hope you have a wonderful day. My next live is actually going to be in 2 weeks, so on Monday, October the 9th. But I will still be online. If you have any questions, feel free to either drop a comment or flip me a DM. Ideally, again, just book a call with me so we have that time locked in our calendars. And again, on that note, I look forward to hearing from you and to have a wonderful day. Cheers.